Gemini Rising. Make sure I say it 3 times. Which probably only shows up as 2 on this recording. Anyway, morning. How are you doing this month? This is for July, whenever you see this, July 2026. Pull that warning as you roll in to July. How is Gemini showing up? This is a monthly tarot checkup. Strength, patient, persistent, self-control, the Lovers, that's your card. Higher-minded, communicative, passionate, making choices based on personal truths. Curious, intelligent. You're killing it. You're killing it. All right. So for Gemini Rising, what are the values that are relevant to this reading? 10 of Wands, you're willing to take accountability and do the hard work, do what it takes. King of Wands reversed, 4 of Cups. However, King of Wands reversed. So this is being dissatisfied and looking for something better out there, waiting for a better opportunity. There's someone around here who could be bossing you around and you're doing a lot of heavy lifting for them. The Star reversed. Some situation here feels hopeless. Yeah, 7 of Pentacles. Like, what am I doing this for? Something that you're burdened with, something that you're responsible for is what you have. This is what's relevant. What needs to change for your own best interest in July for Gemini Rising? Wow. Okay. The Star. Wow. I was like, we just need to turn this on its head. And then here's the Star, which was reversed earlier. You need to get your hope back. You need to drop this shit, whatever the fuck it is. It's not worth it. Get clear. Get real clear. King of Pentacles there. This could be a money issue. Could be about resources or someone that provides resources to you. So it could be a boss, a father figure, parents, or someone that lets you stay. Could be a landlord. Could be a spouse that's helping you pay the bills or a roommate that's helping you pay the bills. We'll find out what's going on at home that's relevant to Gemini Rising at this time. What's going on at home? The Moon. Secrets, mysteries, fears, hidden. Major change. There's a reckoning happening. Why? 4 of Wands. I mean, yeah, it's like the house is on the chopping block here for some reason. 4 of Pentacles. A bunch of money's been wasted. Resources have been lost. What the fuck? Is this that King of Wands? Yes or no, Tarot? Is this that King of Wands that has caused this home situation for Gemini Rising? Tower reversed. No. 3 of Swords. It's the heartbreak because you looked into something and saw beyond the surface. And you tried to juggle everything. Ultimately, they didn't cause it. You allowed it to happen. Fuck. That's not nice to hear. Take what resonates. I'm just pulling cards. What needs to change? 5 of Cups. You've got to accept this as a failure. You gotta mourn about it. 6 of Pentacles. Put your own needs first. Put your own needs first. Stop giving charity and money to all over town when you don't have enough for yourself when you're on the streets. King of Swords, that's you. Go back into yourself. Go back into your own resources. What are you? What did I say at the beginning? You're smart. You have self-control. You're diligent. You're patient. The Lovers, you've made an association with someone. The thing is, it was the wrong one. Now, if you would have known better, you could have done better. There's no need to feel any kind of way about that. But going forward, what do we do when we know better? You've found some insight. I just saw that, like, you looked into a situation and you found out that it was fucked up and you went along with it anyway. Now that's putting the responsibility on you. You've picked up and taken responsibility for this. Now it's time to be intrepid. First of all, get in your car and go. If you're in danger, get in your car and go. If this is crazy, maybe some things are just better left behind. Throw everything you have in your car and go. Put it on the bus. What about your son? Your joy is right behind it. Yourself is right behind it. Ten of Pentacles. There are organizations that you can go to that will help you, Magician, get back to everything being under your control and power. Like this, the Judgment there. Three of Pentacles, Mastery. Damn. This is like the final fucking hurdle to you making a major level up in your purpose, your self-actualization. Like, damn. This is the final boss. And all it requires is that you trust yourself, acknowledge that this person is not going to get it together, that you need to leave this house situation or whatever this is, your association with them, this Lovers, this is irreconcilable differences. They are not going to change. Trust the warning that your heart has told you and get in your car and go. So, okay. Well, I should have kept the Chariot out. Ten of Swords, yeah. You have to have the courage to end it. Okay, thank you. It's like so obsessed. Like I was like, yeah, that's clippable. I'm gonna clip that, and then I'm like left the card in the deck. Levity, your truth. Trust your truth. Six of Cups. Trust your truth because Six of Cups, you're gonna be moving on. This is something that you need to be paying attention to and watching out for. Following your truth might upset some people around you because that means that you're not going to be doing what they want. There are some people that have a devil attachment to you. Now, what does that mean? They are possessive of you. Their self-worth is tied to your obedience. And they will withdraw their love from you when you speak your truth or act on your truth, Queen of Swords. You know what is right at this point. Like, there's no doubt about that. The question is, do you have the courage to follow up on it? Or are you going to keep doubting yourself? Because as soon as you follow up on it, then they're going to be like, oh, Gemini Rising, like, I'm no longer going to speak loving words to you, or you're no longer, yeah, the sun, that you're no longer in light in my eyes, or they could try to, they're going to try to devalue you. This is going to be new for you as well. It's going to be heartbreaking. It's going to be heartbreaking. Ten of Cups, a family could be split up because of this. Could be found family as well. Work groups, household, separating the pets. Five of Wands reverse, not worth the arguments. I will say that. Reach a higher ground. Don't argue. Just keep your peace and get the fuck out. Four of Swords behind that. Like, nah, the whole story is just simply following your truth will cause them to try to bring you back into entanglement by using love bombing and greater levels of emotional manipulation. But at the end of the day, the best course of action, according to the tarot, is to keep your peace and make your move. And do not engage. It's the gray rock. King of Wands reverse is a classic narcissist card for me. So I'm not saying this person is or is not. I'm saying that they're displaying those energies here with this type of like reaction to you and making you like trying to isolate you or control you or belittle you or tie you to them. Use sex if that's relevant to the relationship. Tower reverse. They're trying to avoid a catastrophe. We're going to learn more about this person that you're being warned about. Oh, I tried to put this up right, but it turned out sideways. You know, they would also like to leave Six of Swords and run out of there and run with the clothing on their back, but they can't. They're blocked from that. Why is that? Why are they blocked from running from Gemini? 10 of Pentacles, you are their resource support system. 9 of Pentacles, they have their money and their finances and their luxuries and their baubles and bits and Emperor reverse. They're full blown. Oh, fuck this. They're a full blown narcissist, and their materials is what matters, not you. Hermit. They're investigating ways. They're investigating things. Queen of Wands. Is this you? The World. They don't want this to come full circle. The Wheel. Justice. They're thinking about ways to turn fortune in their favor, to use a legal matter, justice system, to not allow this ending to take place. Justice, 8 of Pentacles reverse, even take away like sources of income or jobs. Ace of Cups, love bombing. Yeah. It's just like a back and forth struggle between what they try to do, what you might do, what you try to do, what you might do. So their whole hermit situation that they're going through right now in their head is, how can I keep Gemini rising on the hook? How can I make sure that they don't get away? If they do this, then I'll do this. If they do this, then I'll do this. So they're coming up with all kinds of different fucking game plans as to how to control you. It's interesting that you're coming up as a Queen of Wands. So, in their eyes, they see you as a sex object. They see you as magnetic, charismatic, very beautiful, very high value, creative, desirable. Yeah. That doesn't mean that they won't fucking devalue you in a fucking second if they think that means that they could control you and your money and your assets and what you have and what you own. Holy shit. Yeah, you're working hard for them. You're working overtime for them. They're not going to reach a new level of understanding. High Priestess are completely detached from spirituality, even though they play like they are spiritual. They may play like they are mysterious or they have some sort of secret or like you don't know, and they act kind of aloof and detached and cold sometimes. They're trying to play like they have some kind of mastery over something, but like they have to go to others for their spiritual work. Like if they're into any of that, they're going to others. They're hiring somebody else for readings. They're not doing them for themselves. 2 of Swords, they don't know which way to fucking turn. They're at a crossroads as well because Ace of Wands, it's a non-starter. They're not inspired to do shit. They're like, do I keep love bombing them? Do I use sex? Or, do I just run off and try to find Queen of Pentacles, another resource person to cling on to? Is there anyone out there? They're sending out messages hoping to get more offers in return. It's not looking good for that 4 of Swords, which they're fucking big sad about, but narcissists are so easy to read in the tarot for me. I don't know if you're a reader, if you find it to be the same, but every time I start reading on narcissists, it's just like boom, 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 boom. Their whole shit's just read like a book. They just aren't ready for anyone spiritual to come correct anyone that's backed by God and the angels. They're just not ready. And I think that even me saying that is like a message to you. Like, they're not ready for you. They're not ready. You just haven't turned your gaze on them. Meanwhile, you've been over here like annoyed with them, but you've also been trying to bargain and make up for it and feeling like, okay, well, I committed to them. This is my person. So I'm going to hold it down, strength. I'm going to keep my mouth shut so I don't have to deal with any drama. But like, yeah, 8 of Wands reverse. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. Well, listen, you can keep your mouth shut while you get your shit in your car and go. Get the fuck out of here. I mean, obviously it's not that simple. I understand that, but that's where we're at. That's what this reading is saying. That's all I can say. What's the secret that Gemini Rising doesn't know about that the angels want them to know tonight or today, whenever this is? Knight of Swords. They're here to help. Oh my God, they've got your back. As soon as you start making moves for yourself, they're right behind you with putting things, lining things up for you. 1440. Like they're ready to help, but you've got to make the first move. You got to show them that you give permission to them to help you help yourself. You've got to show them, first of all, this devil situation, get this the fuck out of here. And hell no. Strength and lovers, like I've higher minded. I've got like good values and strong self-control and a next level human development. We're not living in the base brutality, control, and destroying others to get ahead. And no, no, we're out here creating charities to help sick animals and shit. Like, we're not doing this. This is wild. And so then it's like, okay, once you acknowledge and you tell your angels and guides and the universe, I acknowledge that I am better and above all of this, and I deserve more than this. And here's my first actual physical action towards making that happen. And then you call in help, boom, it's right there. It's right there. Take yourself seriously. I keep turning this over. I keep turning the fucking deck over. What is that a symbol of? Like, if you keep turning this over and over in your mind, you're not going to reach any new conclusion. The reality is that there is no reassessment, renewal. It's time to take this shit seriously. What other secret do you need to know about this person? Is there a secret they're hiding from Gemini Rising? The Hangman, they're going out and partying. Spending your money, spending y'all's shared resources. Escapism, participating in escapism. Knight of Wands, they're looking for sexual partners. Could be the Fool reversed. The Magician. They're seriously trying to elevate themselves and find Ace of Swords. Yes. They are moving in such a way that it's not just about escapism here. They're going out and, trying to strut their shit around, however that might look, to look for new targets to elevate their position. They are self-interested here with the Magician, and they have everything that they need as well. I feel I'm looking at this little like shield pentacle thing here. Like, they'll be fine if you're worried about them. If like I'm speaking too harshly about them, I apologize. Maybe they're not this big of a dick, but they're coming off like one. But but the Fool, they're playing others for fools, and they're attempting to anyway to gain a victory and gain an empowerment. So what is it imperative that you learn about this month in regards to this reading by the suggestion of your angels? Ace of Pentacles, opportunity, Seven of Wands. A new financial opportunity can get you to a higher ground and allow you to stand up. It's about the self-worth as well. Allow you to stand up for yourself and beat back your attackers and your naysayers. You have a greater value than what you've previously acknowledged. 10 of Cups reverse, it's down to minimization of your feelings and your values by, I see the mother here. I'm thinking mother issues, but maybe not. But I'm just saying family childhood issues. Page of Wands, the conversation wasn't had about how important you are and how special you are and how precious you are and how you are our victory. You are a victory. You can master any challenge because you are our victory. How weird. Maybe that means something to you though. Yeah, just like you weren't talked about enough. You weren't lifted up as the joyful being that you are. That the idea that you were overlooked meant that you felt like you had to prove yourself in relationships. that you always had to give lots of positive emotional messaging to be seen as beautiful, attractive, magnetic, sexy, what have you. Yeah. It's time these matters came full circle and were closed out, because someone that's on his strength and lovers, like, no, you're a high value person. This is ridiculous. All my love and respect. I think sometimes I talk flippantly about people, but it's like, no, I'm not, because I want to fight for you, like, I don't want this to happen to you, man. It's not out of judgment. It's out of like, no, I can't let this happen. I love you. Stop. Okay. By the end of July, what has Gemini Rising built for themselves? What have they crystallized? If everything's victory, period. Victory, Ace of Swords, victory. You've done it. You've succeeded in your task of getting free of what is going on here. And we saw before that it was like a whole like lineup of this being the final hurdle. And then it's like self-actualization, and then it's empowerment, and then it's like you understand, you get your just desserts, and like something comes in for you that makes everything right. And then the next thing you know, you're finding out what your purpose is and what your calling is, and now you're working on that, and like everything's fucking great. Like there's a lot of things that have been held back by this one last trial, and it's because the angels and your higher self need your permission, your cognitive permission, and your input, your action, your, like, I'll do half this and then we'll do the rest. That you value yourself, that you're an equal to your desires and your worth, that you recognize what your worth is, that you kick whoever this person that's trying to minimize you and entrap you. I mean, if you're a woman and they're a man, they could even try to baby trap you at the 6 of Cups there, which that's wild. Like, I'm just saying, they would really do anything because they're worried about their money and their legacy. And they're not going to learn about anything about themselves, only other than how to beat you. How to, like, make you lose all your money so you have to come crawling back to them and shit. Like, what the fuck? You deserve so much better than this. It's sapping you of all of your, not just your financial, security and money and resource, because you could have so much more than what you currently have without this toxic presence around you that's draining the fuck out of you and burdening you. Hell no. All right, hold on a second. I have to see. Okay. Sorry about that. Actually, I just paused for a second. So you don't even know. 3 of Cups. I was just about to pull on what's going on in your support system. You've got supporters. You got major supporters. People that understand. First of all, people that will talk shit with you. If you want to go and talk shit about this person, you got people that'll be like, nah, they'll big you up and they will talk their shit. In fact, they'll go to bat with you. They'll go to bat for you. They'll put them on blast on social media. They're going to fucking make an embarrassment and a fool out of them. But you've got people that are on your side that are emotionally well-adjusted, that have a lot of sympathy and compassion and empathy. And, they understand and can be a real supporter through all of this. Could be brother, father, or family member, or it could just be like a friend. Doesn't even have to be male. It's just someone that like is a shepherd for the people going through tough times. Like if you think of someone that that you're close to, even relatively close, that's like that person people go to when they're going through some kind of crisis, and they're like, you can sleep on my couch. Like you got someone like that in your corner. You've got a lot of friends. 3 of Cups. You got a lot of support. All kinds of people will be cheering and celebrating for you. They've probably been saying a little this, that, and the third about how they think that, I'm just saying. You got people on your side that will support you, not just emotionally, but materially to some degree as well. What does Gemini Rising need to let go of for their best interest? 9 of Swords reversed. Avoiding the fears and anxiety, avoiding sleepless nights, avoiding ripping the Band-Aid off ultimately. Like I saw when I saw what happens by the end of this month, you could be in a completely different place. Yes, it's challenging. That's why you've been avoiding it. But you also know. Queen of Swords, you motherfucking know what you need to do. You've been knowing. It's just scary to rip that Band-Aid off, but let me tell you, Jupiter's going into Leo. Leo is in your, let's see, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, third house. What does that mean? Now it's time for your mental health, your friend groups, your connections with siblings. That all has the opportunity to be expanded and grown into something special. But Gemini is also like the third house. And so, it's like your house, that's your home. And your self actualization is there as well. Learning, exploration, freedom, living life lightly. Whatever burden this person's put on your plate, taking care of them, doing all this shit and making their 10 of Pentacles happen. Do you even want a 10 of Pentacles, my dear? Do you even want this? Like, this is for Capricorns. Do you want this shit? Because, I don't know what stage you are in your life, but I'm not so sure that you do. There's a lot of responsibility and a lot of delegation, and everybody's got to fit in their little box, to make the whole system work correctly. And some people find that very comforting, or they're like to be a part of something bigger than themselves. That's cool. But was it your idea or was it someone else's? 5 of Wands reversed. Did you let someone's idea, beat out your own? Damn. All right. Clarifying life situations. Let's pull a clarifying card for Gemini Rising, their circumstance of what they're dealing with in July. In the context of this reading, please clarify. Steady progress. Move with deliberate care as patience and attentiveness guide you through the achievements. Guide you to thoughtful achievements is what it says, but I don't care. Anyway, that's what I said. You're already patient. Strength. You're showing up with strength. The very first card that I pulled. You're patient and self-controlled enough to make this happen, not just make it happen, have it be a smooth and successful transition. You've already held it down while someone else clung on to you. So how easy would it be just to do it for yourself by yourself with no one else to bother you? Okay. Let's get a what are these? Wild Unknown Archetypes deck. Archetypes card here for Gemini. Just take this one, the riddle. This archetype that you're moving through right now, L-I-I-I, whatever that is. Who knows Roman numerals anymore? The riddle. The puzzle, the question, the mystery. When the riddle is present, one must stop searching for the right answer. It cannot be found, and ultimately it is not important. Rather, there must be a shift from the literal to the metaphorical, from logic to mythic. You are thinking too small and literally about the situation. You're thinking too small and literally about the situation, like literal terms, not metaphorical terms. The riddle card appears when the energy is deep and mysterious, like the elusive wisdom in a Zen koan. Focusing harder won't do it. Neither will increased effort. Time, surrender, and humor are your only allies. What feels like the most pressing dilemma won't reveal its deeper wisdom for a long time. Eventually, you'll learn a profound lesson from the riddle. For now, get comfortable with the limitations of your intellect and the reality of not knowing. It may be, in fact, the only reality there is. A great awakening or aha moment. Who am I? The only way to work with a riddle successfully is to not work. To me, that's a very strong signal that there's nothing more to understand about the situation. That the wither 2 and Y4s are not present. And when things come full circle, then things will be better understood as to why this person showed up in your life, what their meaning was, whatever. It may be hard for you currently to think about walking away when it's like, well, what was the purpose of all of this? You know, you're spiritually led here with the spiritual version of your card, the Lovers. You're looking for the greater purpose. Why are we in a karmic contract? Period. Why did we make a contract with each other? Why are we together? Why do we have this entanglement, you know? And without those answers, it may be hard to make a final decision about this person, even though your intuition has told you, and your intellect too, your personal truth, and your smarts, your brain, logic, has told you quite some time ago that this was not going anywhere. But part of it did, in fact, have to do with your desire to figure it out, to figure out why. And the riddle being here is reassurance, actually, that there's nothing more for you to figure out at this time. Just go with what you know. Don't wait around for more information. You already know the tea. Warning. Crows, this is a crow deck. Crows have scouts that sit up high all over the action to serve as lookout. It is their job to spot the signs and warn others of danger. Warning indicates the signs are around you. Something less than favorable is approaching, and your attention is needed to ensure you have time to react. Warning brings to your awareness the red flags that you may be missing or denying, putting you in a less than desirable situation. From the employer who always pays a day or two late, to the partner who never seems to want to be seen together out in public, too often we make excuses in an attempt to dismiss the warning so as to avoid accepting the reality. Warning signs appear throughout various scenarios in our lives. Sometimes it takes a friend or someone on the outside to point out what we don't want to acknowledge. When this card appears in a reading, consider the signs that you have received. Do they shed light on a situation that you may have been avoiding? And I do feel like it strongly has to do with something in your home. One last for you as we reach the end of our time together, my dear. Thank you for allowing me to read for you today. Your angels, ascended masters, guides, and loved ones have a message for you. A little bit of advice and reassurance. No one said this whole life thing was a race. It's okay to slow down. That has to do not just with what you thought you were working on throughout this relationship, this job, whoever this is, whatever this is. By walking away from it, it may feel like, oh, I'm going to have to start all over again. Like I said, that's not the case at all. First of all, this never had the potential to go anywhere, but that's a whole nother story. Or go where you deserve it to go, you know, where it could actually be wholesome and helpful. Instead, it's a trial. And the last one, to prove to yourself how valuable and worthy you really are, and for you to claim that powerfully. But also, in extricating yourself from the situation, it's okay to take your time. It is not an emergency. Your life is so special. Treat it with loving care. Holy shit. I love that. Oh my God. Well, if you like that, please like and subscribe. And I also have love and relationship readings on my channel. If you go check that out, you can see if there's something on there for you as well. Take good care of yourself. I'll see you next month or just later on. Anyway, bye.